And this Class 5 hurricane arrives and sits on us for like 14 hours. And just as we're ready to get in there, two wild dogs went right in the van. Now the van was a white enamel van when we went in. Now it's stainless steel. We had a serious hurricane. I've been in probably 12 hurricanes in my life. And in Miami, this was the only Class 5 hurricane I've ever been in. And I've never seen another one. So we're on a hill. We have an operational van. We have an admin van. These are size of this room, maybe. Just a little narrower, perhaps. Outside of that, exactly the size of this room. Two of those. We have some stick-built maintenance equipment and whatnot. And then we have an antenna field. And it's all on paving at the top of that 52-foot above sea level.
The hill. The one hill.
And this Class 5 hurricane arrives and sits on us for like 14 hours.
You did?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
So everybody packs up and goes down to the runway where there's a C-47. That's an old Goonie bird, tail dragger, sitting on the runway. And my boss said, what I want you guys to do is, me and my partner, when the wind gets above 75 knots, wrap all the Class 5 material up in black plastic, throw it in the Jeep, because we're only like a quarter mile away. Run down here and offload on the plane, and we'll get out of here.
At 70 miles an hour.
Yeah, 75 knots.
75 knots.
It's like maybe 85 miles an hour or something. Anyway, so I'm watching the animator, and I'm talking using a radio in Morse code. I'm talking to Homestead, Florida, weather guy in Homestead, Florida. And he's telling me where the hurricane is. And the wind suddenly goes 75 knots, 115. We're rushing. We're just throwing stuff in the back of the Jeep. And we just about get the Jeep loaded. There goes the plane. So we looked at each other and we said, this is not going to be good. And he's never been in a hurricane before. He's from Chicago or something. So I said, go to the maintenance shed, find the tie-down chains. Because when they delivered these vans, they had to be coming in on a lowboy.
Yeah, sure.
Chained to the lowboy.
Uh-huh.
So he goes to get the chains.
Good idea.
He started driving these 2-foot stakes into the coral. Because this whole hill is just a mound of coral. So I drove the stakes in the coral. We chained these things down, and he and I both jumped up and down on the crank to get it as tight as we could get it.
115 knot winds.
Yeah. By then it's up to like 130.
Yeah, sure.
And climbing. We get everything of value into that one van. That was the operational van. And just as we're ready to get in there, two wild dogs went right in the van. Get out. Not going anywhere.
Yeah, and you don't want to kick them out because it's a hurricane.
So we go in, we welded the inside seam of the door.
You had a welder.
Yeah.
And y'all just
We have all this
put some
equipment.
tacks on it or something.
What we did is we wrapped the inside part of the door. There's a five-pin door, steel door.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Wrapped everything with 1-inch ground wire, welded everything in place. So it was completely sealed. We're starting to hear these rocks and things hitting the side of the van. The wind's starting to pick up. We're in this van for 20 hours. At one point, 3.5 feet of water inside because we're only 80 yards from the ocean. And we're sleeping wrapped up in army blankets up on top of these metal racks where we had all the equipment. So we're sleeping on top of the racks with the dogs in the blanket with us. But if you touch them, it's like, don't handle me, man. It's like, oh God. 20 hours we're in there, and it was horrific. Because we didn't know when the van's shaking violently. We didn't know when something was going to happen. It was going to be like terminal.
Yeah.
Your nerves must be
Just completely.
Just totally on edge.
And I was talking to Homestead till the wind got to like 150, and my antenna just went right off the van. So when it finally did die down and go away, and I was able to cut us out of the van, we came out of this van. Now the van was a white enamel van when we went in. Now it's stainless steel. There is no enameling on this van anywhere. It's just a mass of dents and cuts from the rocks, and everything's gone. 2 pickup trucks, 2 Jeeps, the 2 KW sled-mounted generators, all the cabling, all the antennas, the other van, the sheds, the repair shop, everything's completely gone. Not only that, but the asphalt and the underlayment scrubbed off the hilltop. I'm not kidding. It's the most impossible thing you could imagine. We found one of the trucks like 6 months later. You could see light glinting off the side window. It's laying on its side about 300 feet of water, a half a mile offshore. A lot of people died. There were bodies in trees where they tied themselves in trees. And we couldn't go anywhere because the road was gone. We didn't even know where the road had been. So I guess it was 3 days. We had a case of tuna fish. And we had 4 cases of beer. We're trying to drink as little as possible.
Yeah.
Because we don't know how long we're going to be there.
You're rationing it.
Yeah, we're like 15 miles from the base, and there was nothing except the base and no road. So we're up there on this hilltop with these 2 wild dogs. We're feeding them tuna fish. They gave up on that in a hurry. They started killing crabs. They go into the woods, kill a crab.
Yeah.
They didn't share. But one day, this noise, we hear this engine getting louder and louder, and this bulldozer just came off the side of the hill and cut a whole new road. They thought we were dead. Found us.